Here they come, rumbling down to the line, green and racing into turn number 1.
And they pump it up into turn number 2. Here is Tyler Leary trying to grab the early edge against Michael Bennett. The Magnet drops back into second place. Paul Verrecchio is on the move. He is in third. Here comes Bennett. Tries to razor blade his way down low, giving Leary time to correct.
Leary was a little bit sideways, gathered it back nicely. Bennett backed out of it, and now Michael Bennett tries to put the Aubuchon hardware machine to the inside. Off the turn. Bennett steps on the gas, comes off the turn like a rocket, but he's got a whole host of contenders following him to the front of the class. Among them being the number 14 of Saunders, now working over Leary.
Second different leader in this race becomes Michael Bennett.
3 wide, Matt. Further back, Gamba Corta with Adam Gray, the meat in the sandwich there.
Wow, showing some willpower. He wanted to be like Colton, and he goes and picks up the spot to get him into 9th. Meanwhile, up at the front, it's Michael Bennett, and it is a tug-of-war for second and third, and right now it's Cliff Saunders who has that position by a half a car.
The fastest car in the final lap that just went by was Michael Bennett with a 21.939. But the big dogs are coming, and among the biggest barker in the big dogs is the 92 machine, the King Ward Coach Lines car, and that, of course, is Tommy Fearn.
And right behind him in 4th is Leary. And rounding out the top 5, Michael Ray. He was very solid in his qualifying race. There's trouble for Verrecchio as he loses about 5 positions between turns 1 and 2. The drum major of the parade, Michael Bennett, and he could be getting a challenge in a couple of laps by Cliff Saunders. Remember, the malady for Bennett, that car goes away after a few laps, or it has been, and Cliff Saunders is not going away.
Last time, the fastest lap was Tommy Fearn, 21.815. Fearn is coming. It compares to your leader with a 21.986 of Bennett. Bennett's car is doing exactly what Matt Buckler said. It is starting to slow just a bit. Saunders is getting quicker. Fearn is getting racy. Leary has come back to life, and Ray is on the move.
And Cliff Saunders has a lot more confidence since getting his first win early in the season. So they screech their way, and it will be Saunders in second, and he is bear hugging the back bumper of Michael Bennett's car. So the Magnum has a lot of experience. He needs every ounce of it to hold off Saunders.
Saunders got a quick race car, and it's been quick all night long. Bennett continues to try to lead. There's the car starting to go away just a bit, and that'll work to the advantage of Saunders as he continues to apply the pressure.
It's a 4-way battle for the lead, because coming from the shadows to move back into prominence is Leary. Saunders almost took a shot down low against Bennett. Will he try it again in turn number 3? Not yet. Will he try it in turn number 4 as he tries to stuff it underneath Bennett? And now here is Fearn. He goes out of line.
Fearn continues to be the man on the move. Bennett continues to fight and give it his all as he tries to hold off Saunders. Last time by, the times were so close. 9 laps up on the board. Meanwhile, they come off the turn. Car number 39, flat rear tire down on pit road. Bennett still leads them in the battle up front. 10 circuits up on the board. Saunders is still second. Fearn is still third. And then all of a sudden, Ray is out of shape, Matt. And now the other Saunders car goes up the hill. We see some sparks, an indication that maybe a tire is going down.
Yeah, he went up the balcony, so he could have lost some rubber. Right now, not losing his nerve or the lead is Michael Bennett, as Cliff Saunders is giving him his best, and Bennett has shrugged it off. The top 4 cars could fit inside a pistachio, and the drum major is Bennett, but not far away are the 14 of Saunders, the 92 of Fearn, and 11 of Leary.
Saunders tries everything to go down low. Fearn is waiting there, waiting for that slip up. And here comes Saunders again. Aggressive move to the inside. Michael Bennett's strong spot is off turn 2. His weak spot is in the middle of turns 3 and 4. And there is where Saunders, they come together like 2 cymbals in an orchestra. Off the turn. 13 laps up on the board. Cliff Saunders is shown as the leader. the second leader of the event. Here comes Fearn. Inside lane opens up. Here comes Leary. But Bennett keeps digging in on the outside lane.
Now, Fearn is not known for his patience. If he has an opening, he is going to go after it, even though we're not yet at the halfway point. Then it's Leary moving up quickly. Gamba Corta, as he is able to squeeze his way underneath Bennett. He is taking Michael Ray with him. But up at the front, we have Cliff Saunders, and he looks in his back mirror, and it is like seeing a horror show because Tom Fearn, the all-time win leader at Stafford, is right behind him.
There's no question about it. 15 laps are now into the record books. Leader of the event, second leader, one of only two. It is Cliff Saunders. Fearn is still running in second. Leary is up into the third spot. Gamba Corta moving forward in 4. Ray is up to 5. And then it is Paularute in position number 6. Michael Bennett still continues to backpedal 16 laps in.
And the drama, there is plenty of it at the front of the field, as leading by about the length of a hatchet is at number 14 of Cliff Saunders. And Tom Fearn, the yellow comes out. This is the first yellow in the late models in about 4 weeks.
Car number 2 went around. That's the Gary Thurot car out of Enfield, Connecticut, the Sun Valley race car. Spotters with the green, 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 and they're racing.
Tommy Fearn giving Saunders a battle as they whiplash their way around the corner. Saunders pulling away from the 92.
Here comes Leary. He becomes the tail that wags the dog. When you can go to the inside of Fearn and make that move, you're going places. Here comes Gamba Corta.
Yeah, he's going places. Fearn is losing ground. And Gamba Corta is on the verge of taking third away from Tommy Fearn.
There's no question about it. Gamba Corta is up on the podium. Fearn drops off the podium. And here comes Michael Ray. Ray trying to put the pressure on. Paularute is there. Ryan Fearn is there.
Trouble for Ciriello as he is in the wrong position on the track. He's north and south in an east and west track. And we have a second yellow. And it comes with 13 laps to go.
Leary is the comeback kid, and he is looking strong.
Yeah, what a resurgence he has made. As that car looked like it was going to be very sluggish, now it's on the verge of regaining the lead. Here comes Gamba Corta. 3 wide if Gamba Corta can stick his nose in there.
They've worked their magic through the turn. All of a sudden, Leary is sideways off turn number 4. Gathers it back, and that gives Saunders back the number 1 spot. Gamba Corta muscles his way into second. Gamba Corta isn't happy with second. He's going for the number 1 spot. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Fearn back to life. He wants to be up on the podium. Here comes Gamba Corta. Anniversary time and celebrations at the Gamba Corta house if he can pull this off.
And he has taken the lead with 11 laps to go. Saunders is hanging tough on the outside, and here comes Tom Fearn. That car must have taken a siesta a couple of laps ago because he is back at full speed, and he lunges his way into second place.
Off the turn, side-by-side racing, and Fearn moves into second. Leary continues to have more lives than a cat this event. He continues to be on a mission, and he's back on the podium in the 3rd spot.
And back in the number 5 spot is Ray, getting a challenge by Ryan Fearn, who has lifted his way to the top half of the field. Trey Spire is behind him. But right now, it's a healthy lead by a minibus by Kevin Gambacorta. If anybody can track him down, it would be Tom Fearn.
There's no question about it. It is still a dogfight for the 2nd spot. Ray is still starting to move in on Saunders. Meanwhile, Ryan Fearn is back at the bottom of the top 10, and he is trying to hold off the number 29 machine. Right there contending and working his magic is Trey Spires. Spires has been only here for 2 weeks, last week and this week, and that is the former Michael Bennett car that won a lot of races here at Stafford.
Adam Gray is behind him in car number 97, and then it's Paularute currently running 9th. Paul said once you get shuffled to the rear of the pack, it is tough to move up. Especially, it's tough to get by Adam Gray. That's who we followed a couple of weeks ago, and he is following him again tonight. widening his lead is Kevin Gambacorta. I think he was paying attention to Colton because he's doing exactly what his son did in a big wheel race.
Certainly is. Last circuit by 22.200. Fearn was a 22.293. Leary the exact same time, setting in the third spot. This time when they work their magic off turn number 4, 6 circuits remaining as they come back off the turn. The battle is for position number 2, Matt, as they continue to run in hot pursuit to be among the podium cars here tonight.
Boy, Leary's had a very interesting race. He has been hot one moment, cold the next, in a peak one moment, in a valley the next. He wants to end the race on an upswing as he is hanging out on the back bumper of Fearn. And Saunders, who led a lot of laps tonight, he is in 4th. And rounding out our top 5 is Michael Ray. But the blockbuster at the front of the field, the brightest blip on the radar screen by far, is Kevin Gambacorta.
There's no question about it, Matt. He continues to string it out. But for Tom Fearn, it's not going to be as easy as it was 1 week ago when he won the event. He is now trying to hold off Leary and Saunders.
Gambacorta leading by the length of a lighthouse as he gets ready to rabble-rouse his way into the 4th corner. We're down to the final 2 laps. Kevin Gambacorta started deep in the field, and he very patiently made his way up to the front. And right now, the only thing he has to worry about, a slower car, that is Gary Theriault in front of him, but no issues at all, as blistering by the 2. Kevin Gambacorta out of turn number 4. He is 1 lap away from victory and a happy anniversary.
He certainly is, and he continues to set a blistering pace. Fastest car on the racetrack will dominate the racing action in tonight's late models. 4th leader of the event, the most important one. Final time through turn number 3. Anniversary celebrations in Victory Lane. They go together off the turn. Double checkers are waving. Kevin Gambacorta has done it again. Tom Fearn will finish in 2nd. Tyler Leary to finish in 3rd. Cliff Saunders to finish in 4th. Michael Ray for 5.
Getting a win in that fluorescent number 23. He is out of the car. And now let's go to our host at Napa Victory Lane, the gunner, John Gates.
Law number 23 back in Victory Lane. Kevin Gambacorta, first and foremost, happy anniversary. Big win tonight.
Thanks. I guess this is a hell of a night. Colton won the big wheel race, and man, I really wanted to win this race for, I guess, for Sarah, my wife. It's our anniversary. I'm sure they told the story. I proposed when we won the 06 championship. So, I just don't know what the hell is going on. This is unbelievable. We're just going to keep doing what we're doing here. I want to thank Levine Law, Gary Levine, Dr. Sean from Life Care Family Chiropractic, Cold Creek Tavern in Ellington, Hometown Pizza, Neil's Fine Wine and Liquors, Andy Marquise, Marquise Landscaping, Zappa Studios, Jay Stewart from JMD Tassies, Dave Miller from Auto Machine, and tonight I remember to thank iRacing and Sunoco for the contingency spot.
You know, I'll tell you, the 23 car, it was shuffled back in the beginning of this race. It did not look good for the 23 tonight, but somehow you bid your time and you got right back up there.
Yeah, I was worried. We were kind of like not going anywhere, and I'm like, oh, the streak of podiums is over here. But it just seems like we get to a point somewhere in the race where these other guys fall off, and I'm really conscious of how I drive on these tires. I try to take care of them, and then all of a sudden we just start picking them off. And, of course, caution helped too, and it's just unreal, unbelievable.
Well, the big trophy goes to Colton tonight, but tonight's late model winner, it is Kevin Gambacorta in the number 23 machine. Let's talk to our 2nd place finisher. He drives the beautiful number 92 car, and that is Tom Fearn. Tom, 92 he got shuffled back as well there. Kind of a strange deal there.
No, just one of them things on the outside is tough here. I tried to hang out there, and then we were back to 4th, got back to 2nd. Can't complain, just as long as we're good up here every week. Kingward Coach Line, Safeco Foam, Sun Valley Fire Equipment with Sporting Goods, and JR Sweeping. Those guys helped me out a tremendous amount. My crew, my wife, spotting for me in that. And then, iRacing, we've got to thank them for the contingency. Sunoco, Napa, all those people help us out. And hopefully all your fans go visit your local Napa store. We need some parts.
All right, Tom, congratulations, man. Second place tonight in your late model main event. Let's talk to our third place finisher. This guy's, he's getting used to the podium as well. Tyler Leary, man, the 11X looking good and running good too.
Yeah, you know, I got to thank one guy, and that guy's Bob Phil from BFR Chassis. He's been thrashing away on this thing, and we finally got it to so we can keep up with these guys up here. So we'll do some digging during the week, and hopefully we'll be able to catch these guys and run up here, but I really couldn't do without all my great sponsors, my dad, my spotter Carrie, my girlfriend Riley, all my family, friends, and supporters, all the fans for coming out, and all the contingency sponsors here with the late models, iRacing, Sunoco Race Fuels, Hoosier Tire, and just all of the Stafford Motor Speedway crew.
Monadnock Speedway champion Tyler Leary, third place tonight in your late model main event. Thank you, Tyler.